everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be hopefully entertaining, as well as shedding some light on some information you guys might want to know about bidding on a job. Because this job, safe to say, we did not bid high enough, but we were committed, contracted in, we're going to get it done. We were not able to finish this job last year. The dry spell hit, it got too dusty and fire danger got too high. Now the job itself is a typical job, but it's a 3-mile dirt road that really makes this job suck. And this particular spot right here is the really bad spot that I don't like. It's really narrow. We'll see how this trailer handles the inside corner. I told the contractor, I said I'm not going to bring another trailer in here until they finish that, or another big trailer until they fix that corner. And they told me they did, and this is what happened when I brought my trailer back in. My brand new 2020 Diamond C trailer attached to truck and hauling equipment, potentially worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Put the 12 in on the little yellow trailer because I can navigate that nasty corner, and I don't really want to risk taking a big trailer over that anymore. But today, without further ado, let's get to the work. This is what the plan is. Hopefully I'll get some revenue from these videos, and we'll make up for the lost income. But all this down here, we've all done that already. Down there's done. It's going to be a total 70-acre job. But up here, what really killed us was there's a lot of little-ish trees. We ended up putting knives on the PrimeTech, and we have the CMOF on the 080. But we're going to harvest a little bit of firewood for whatever. Got a tree shear. I'm going to try that bad boy out today. That's the main ticket right there. And we have this, the mulcher head for the 12. But I'm going to get the 12 unloaded and hook up to this and get this party started, because that's what I really want to do, is hook on to the tree shear and start nipping these little trees out and pile them in a log deck. So let's get it. That's right. It works pretty slick. I've actually cut down like 15 trees probably already. It's just hard to get them zigzag through the canopy because these trees are 50, 60 feet tall, and they'll be 10 feet leaning over one side because I'm on a little bit of a hill right here. You kind of tell it's tilted, but that's just enough to lean the tree over. So I'm gonna go around and nip out all these little guys, and I'll go grab the excavator and cut these into 16s and I'll haul them. Right here is probably 55 feet tall, 9 inches at the base. You just hit one button and it closes the main tongs and then it closes the shear. Boom, take her up. 12 feels pretty stable with it. All these trees are kind of leaning out the side a little bit just because they're so tall and skinny. And I'll just take it over here. Got a little log deck going. I kind of dumped that one down in the middle. I like that. Dad was saying at one point he would go over there and when he used this back in the day, go out halfway, cut it, and you can grab the top, move it around. But I got an excavator here. Let's find another one. I got a couple over here. Back out the way we came. Gotta be real careful too. If this tree is too big or it's in there crooked, you don't want to die. Tip it over. And have your button on. Your finger on the button. It's missing. Look at the top. It's 20 feet behind you right now. It's kind of neat being able to grab a whole tree like this and drive around with it. We'll go up here and hitch her right here. Load for my trailer way quick. Yeah. Look at it out there. That one is probably 10 inches on the base. That tree shear works pretty sweet. Cut down 30-ish trees. Dad drove the Primetech up from over the hill, getting a little exercise. He's been cutting these to 16-foot length so I could throw them on the trailer that I brought the 12 on. Got me a grapple fold, took the seam off of the 080. Got a good little hole. Gonna take this down, throw it on the trailer, and it's lunchtime, I think. That looks like a load. Comment below what you guys think. That a load? Gotta kick that one in the center. All the way up to the top of the gooseneck. I'm gonna have to put a couple more than just 2 straps on there, but good tongue weight, she good. Dude, it's perfectly fine. I got Dad on the speaker, the walkies on the helmets, and he's not very stoked. He may or may not have, I don't want to say it, but a machine might have not been right up, straight up and down. One of the times he used a shear back in the day, that might be why it's been sitting for the last 10 years. But he's out and doing it now. I think the 12, honestly, it's got a wider stance than the Rayco did. That's what he bought that shear for. And it weighs, you know, 2,000 pounds more than the Rayco does. Look at you, he's just walking along with it. You keep coming a little bit more. You guys. Boom. This job, honestly, if we just had the 12 running around doing the light duty stuff, and we had something like this 080 with a rotating grapple that could do some feller bunching kind of stuff and throw these trees into a track chipper, we'd be way farther ahead than what we are now. It's these bigger trees that are getting us, even with running knives on the PrimeTech and running a CMOF on the 080. It's still kind of whooping our asphalt, but we're getting her done. Honestly, we don't really have that much more to do. We're not super picky on this. We actually did a little bit too nice of a job the first couple stages, and they said we didn't need to do that good. This is government subsidy work. Oh, this job is pain in the butt. I mean, you could say you could always charge more, but then there's some jobs where you just go, oh, I needed to charge more, but I mean, we'll survive. But next time, it's a learning experience this time, so next time we'll know better. But show you guys the knives real quick, and we're gonna wrap this video up. They're actually doing pretty good. They're C1 teeth on that old PrimeTech head, not the C3 like what the little guy runs. But I got a firewood processing video I'm gonna film later today. But I hope you guys enjoyed the tree shear action. That was actually the first time I've ever ran it out in the woods. Dad's got some hours on it before, and I never got to use it. Never had a chance. I got it out of the dust pile. Go ahead, drop her, guy. You're fine. Boom. But comment below if you guys ever ran one of these tree shears. I haven't tilted the head that far back because I didn't want to break a hose or something else. Okay, let's make this quick. Towards the end of the video, I want to give a little bit more description and context behind this whole situation. But before I do that, like this video, check out vbeltandson.com. Subscribe to the channel also. Fresh hats, fully restocked, t-shirts all in stock, jackets, laser engraved mugs. We got some cool stuff. But this job, 70 acres thinning job. That includes everything up to 30% and removal of 10-inch in diameter and less at chest height. So there could be quite a few areas that are just all little trees that are all under 10 inches. Yeah, you could just mow those down, but it doesn't look that good. So every once in a while, it takes a little bit more time. We leave a tree here and there just to make it look better now and later on. Leaves a little bit more for the animals, a habitat. I'm not full hippie, but it makes more sense. But there were some areas that we did not account for that were thick with small pine trees. Hindsight, it would have been a lot smarter just to go rent a PT300 from Global and just mow everything down and be done with it. But like I said, it was up to a 30% slope, and following the ribbons and everything that the forester lays out, because this is a government subsidy job, they hire a guy to come in and mark the whole job off, jot down the acreage and all that. There were some spots that we did not even check the slope, and it's as simple as just getting your phone out, downloading the app, checking it, and realizing, hell, we're on a 60% slope. We're not even supposed to be working this. It's not even in our contract. We got paid for that area, but it was super slow. And there was days that I swear we weren't even making fuel. Like the fuel costs were higher than what we were making, and that's a hard pill to swallow. But when we first started, we had the PrimeTech and the little excavator, and we were hoping to get around 2 to 3 acres done a day, just kind of farting around. Some days we got real close to that, and those were the good days. But other days, not a chance. So when we
First rolled out in the middle of winter, I believe it was early 2019, to knock out this 70-acre section. We had the small mulcher head on the PrimeTech, and later on, trying to get some more stuff going, we made a deal and bought one of the used units off of Global that was the wide mulcher head for the PrimeTech, and at the same time bought the new mulcher head, the new FAE that is now on the 12, but originally we didn't have the 12 yet. Even then, we got the new FAE head for the Lamtrack. So we got two dedicated-ish machines hustling out there. We started seeing the results that we really liked, got into some easier ground, but boom, winter ended. Fire season's approaching, and we're trying to prevent fires. We're not trying to increase the fire danger by having a hot machine out there in the middle of this dusty forest, because if you catch that machine, like I see people in Florida and stuff, they catch a machine on fire and they just watch it burn. You do that out here in California, where it's dry climate, crap, fire danger's legit. You catch a machine on fire out here, it's going to burn down the whole woods. So summer hit, we went back to doing our residential logging, working around houses, which is nice, because if you're working those smaller jobs, you don't want to, no matter what, you don't want to have a bad bid. And if you do that on a smaller job, it's easier to swallow. Yet on a bigger bid, that's stretched out for months rather than days, and it'll eat at you. So when we left that job, it was bittersweet because we finally left, but I knew we were going to be having to come back the following winter. And we did. Went out there, same thing, dropped off the machine. Every day it's about a 2.5 hour round trip commute to this project, and that's another thing that adds into the frustration. Dad worked with the PrimeTech with the big head on it and knives for a couple weeks, and then I went out there with Seamoff on the excavator, done a lot of thinning with that. Then I eventually brought out the 12 like you guys just saw at the tail end. That upped the production quite a bit. If we had a track chipper to follow the 12 around with the excavator and stuff and just threw all those straight in there, that would have been ideal. Track chipper, eventually I would like to see that in the fleet, but we just got that new lift, so it'll probably be a little bit longer because I'm going to buy a Ford here pretty quick and about 4 more Dodges. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to buy any of that crap. We need to start saving some money. But a track chipper would have saved us big time here. But again, this isn't something that we do on a regular basis, and if we were to ever bid on something like this again, we would have to double our bid to even think about it. And if we didn't get accepted for that price, that's fine. We'll go on to doing some other jobs that we got lined up. But this was a big learning curve, and when we first got there, I was like, you know what, we can knock this job out, and if we do a couple acres a day, let's just say we got 2 months invested in this, maybe 2.5, and it was more like 4.5, and a lot of fuel, and it just gets at you. But we got it done. I'm proud to say that we completed the contract, got paid, got out, and everybody's happy. And despite having to wait for the government to pay us, which is not where we were used to, but we're all said and done. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for the long-winded rant at the end, but you gotta explain yourself somehow. Long-winded rant's about the only thing I know how to explain myself with. And that maybe I could write on it, do some pictures or something on a chalkboard or something for people. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, be safe out there, bid accordingly, do your research, and have a good day. We'll see you guys on the next one. Later.